Hello Year 6. So for this lesson we're going to be calculating this time with metric measures. So we've looked at converting between them. So we're going to use that converting to calculate. So remember, when we answer questions involving metric measures, we need to make sure that we are working with the same unit of measure, and if they are different, before we do anything else we must convert. So if we have a look at this question to start with. So it says, use the bar models to help you solve the following questions. A plane is loaded with 3 crates. Each crate has a mass of 3,300 kilograms. It is then filled with fuel. The mass of the fuel is twice the mass of a crate. What is the mass of the cargo and fuel in tons? Okay, so first of all then, we know that each crate has a mass of 3,300 kilograms. Okay, so if we just put 3,300 in each of those, like so, and we know that it's then filled with fuel. So the fuel is twice the mass of a crate. So that means that we're going to multiply 3,300 by 2. Okay, because twice means multiplied by 2. There's 2 of it. Okay, so we've got 2 times 2 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so the mass of the fuel is 6,600 kilograms. Okay, so now we need to find the total mass of the cargo and the fuel in tons. So that means that we need to add all of these together. So at the minute, remember, we're working in kilograms. So in kilograms, we have got 16,500 kilograms once we've added those all together. But we want to make sure that we are looking at it in tons. So remember, to get from kilograms to tons, you multiply divide by 1,000. So we want in tons, so we're going to divide by 1,000, okay? So 16,500 divided by 1,000 is 16.5 tons. Okay, so we've used the bar model there to help us work out the answer to that question. Okay, so let's have a look at this question then. So a climber has climbed 7/8 of the way up a mountain and stops to rest 450 metres away from the summit. How high is the mountain in kilometres? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 eighths. Okay, so we now know that 1/8 is worth 450 metres. Okay, so we need to see how many 7/8 would be, then add them together to get the total height of the mountain. What I would like you to do now is I would like you to pause the video and have a go at that for me. Okay, so if we have a look then, so if we're filling in the bar model, each eighth is worth 450 metres. Okay, you would then add that 450, all of those 450 metres together, or you could multiply 450 by 8. Okay, and then convert it to kilometres because you want the height of it in kilometres, so it would be 3.6 kilometres. Well done if you got that one correct. Let's have a look at this one. So solve the following questions using a bar model to help when needed. So I walk for 1,650 metres, cycle for 5.4 kilometres and run for 2.2 kilometres. How far did I travel altogether? Give your answer in kilometres. Okay, so remember the first thing that you need to do here is you need to convert to be using the same unit of measure, okay? So you've got 2 kilometres and you've got 1 metres and you need to give your answer in kilometres. So I would convert 1,650 metres first of all to kilometres and then add them all together because you're then already in kilometres. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so your answer is 9.17 kilometres. So you convert 1,650 metres to kilometres by dividing by 1,000, so you get 1.650 kilometres. You would then add all of your numbers together, so you'd have 1.65 kilometres, add 5.4 kilometres, add 2.12 kilometres, and that would give you your answer of 9.17 kilometres. Well done if you got that one correct. Have a look at this one. This one's very similar. So a fish tank contains 10,500 millilitres of water. A bucket holds 1.75 litres of water. How many buckets of water will I need in order to fill my fish tank? So the first thing that I would do, I would convert either millilitres to litres or litres to millilitres, and I would then work out how many buckets of water I would need to fill my fish tank. So how many lots of 1.75 litres go into 10,500 millilitres? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so your answer would be 6 buckets. So I would convert my litres into millilitres, so you're not working with decimals. So I would multiply 1.75 by 1,000 to get 1,750 millilitres. I've then worked out that there are 6 lots of 1,750 in 10,500, which means that there are 6 buckets of water needed. Well done if you got that one correct. Have a look at this one. Slightly different this time. So we're looking at measure. So some children are measuring the lengths of different items in their classroom. So what do the items measure all together in metres? So this time we want our answer in metres. So we've got a bookshelf measuring 0.8 metres, an exercise book measuring 30.5 centimetres, a pencil measuring 140 millimetres, a reading book measuring 12.5 centimetres, and a chair measuring 1¼ metres. Now, what would be 1¼ metres? So a quarter is equal to 0.25. So if I add 1 and 0.25, my 1¼ metres would be 1.25 metres. Okay, so your chair is worth 1.25 metres. So let's just remind ourselves. So centimetres to metres, you would divide by 100. Okay, so millimetres to metres, I would convert to centimetres first. So to convert to centimetres, you divide by 10. And then convert to metres, you would then divide that by 100. And you get your metres. Okay, pause the video now and have a go at that one. Okay, so your answer would be 2.62 metres. So first of all, you would convert all of your numbers to metres, okay, because you want it in metres at the end, okay? So you would have 0.8 metres plus 0.305 metres, so you divide 30.5 by 100, plus 0.14 metres, so you divided it by 10 first and then by 100, plus 0.125 metres, so you've divided it by 100, plus 1.25 metres, and if you added those together correctly, you would get your answer as 2.62 metres. Well done if you got that one correct. Okay, so these ones now are becoming a little bit more tricky, okay? So, if you would like to stop there, that is fine, but if you would like to challenge yourself, have a go at the next few questions. So there are 3 children recording their answer to this problem. So the problem is, the milk bottle holds 1,900 millilitres. I poured the same amount of milk into 3 cups and I had 1,675 millilitres left in the bottle. How much milk is in each cup? Which child has given the correct answer? Explain how you know. So first of all, let's underline our important information. So the milk bottle holds 1,900 millilitres, so that is important. So then we've got the same amount in 3 cups. Okay, so we're going to have to divide by 3 at some point. And I had 1,675 milliliters left in the bottle. Okay, so that is our important information. So I want to know how much milk is in each cup. So again, somewhere we're going to have to divide by 3. I'm going to ignore this bit to start with, and I'm going to work it out for myself. Once I've worked out my answer, I'm then going to come to this bit and I'm going to look at the children's answers and see which one's correct. So if we have a look, their answers are all in litres, sorry. So I might need to convert my answer from milliliters to litres. Okay, so remember, from milliliters to litres, you're going to divide by 1,000. Okay, to convert from milliliters to litres. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so the first thing that I would do is I would do 1,900 minus 1,675 because I want to see how much milk we've used altogether. So I know now that we've used 225 milliliters of milk. So then, because I know that it's the same amount of milk that's being poured into each of the 3 cups, I'm going to do 225 divided by 3, which gives me 75 milliliters. Okay, so then if I look to my answers, I can see that they are all in litres. So now what I need to do is I need to convert my 75 milliliters into litres. So in order to do that, I'm going to do 75 divided by 1,000, which is 0.075 litres. So if I go back up here and see if I can find one that matches, I can see that Jacob's answer is exactly the same as mine. Therefore, Jacob is correct. Okay, and the explain how you know part is your working out. So as long as you've done the working out to get your answer, you've done the explain how you know. Well done if you got that one right. Have a look at this one. Which bar model best represents this problem? So solve the problem and explain your answer. So we've got 5 equally sized jars of jam and a 250-gram jar of pickles have a mass of 0.9 kilograms altogether. So give the mass of 1 jar of jam. So A is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jams equaling 250 grams. B is showing pickles equaling 250 grams, and then jam equaling 0.9 kilograms underneath. And then E is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jams and pickles equaling 250 grams, totaling 0.9 kilograms. Okay, so let's just underline the important information first of all. So 5 equally sized jars of jam and as well, a 250-gram jar of pickles have a mass of 0.9 kilograms altogether. Give the mass of 1 jar of jam. So that's all together, okay? So we've got to give the mass of 1 jar of jam. Okay, so pause the video now. Think about how we did the last one. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so bar model C best represents the problem as we know the total of the mass of the jars is 0.9 kilograms. So this bit here shows the total mass, okay? And this is equal to 900 grams. So the model shows that there is 1 pickle jar here, which has a mass of 250 grams. And then there's also 5 jars of jam, okay? Totaling 0.9 kilograms. So we can work out that the jam jars have a total mass of 650 grams because we're going to do 900 grams. So we've converted 0.9 to grams. 900 grams minus 250 grams, which is 650. So then to find the mass of each individual jar, we've got 5 jars. So we're going to do 650 divided by 5, which is 130. So this means that 1 jar has a mass of 130 grams. So each of these jars of jams is 130 grams. Well done if you got that one correct. Okay, well done today, Year 6. That was quite challenging work and you've done really, really well. I'll speak to you soon.